You know, I was born in Glasgow. I come from Glasgow. In my early childhood, I came from a dysfunctional family. My mum and dad got separated when I was 4. I went to live with my gran. An abusive uncle came. It affected me as a child. I stopped going to school when I was 12. When I came to London, I ended up homeless. I ended up into drink. I ended up in drugs. I ended up stealing. I ended up in prison. And that was the full cycle in my life for the next 26 years. I lived in a rehab in Bristol for 3 months. And I was able to deal with issues. And I had an issue, I had resentments. I had resentments against my family. I hated my family. And I kept blaming them for everything I'd been through in my life, my drink, my drugs. In that 3 months, he said I couldn't blame people. I had to take accountability and I had to take responsibility for the choices and the wrong choices that I was making. 2011, I started going to church. The volunteers would let me into the night shelters and they'd show me kindness. Kindness I'd never seen before. And I ended up getting a support worker through coming into the shelters. I got my feet planted for the first time. I started doing volunteer work. I was doing volunteer work with glass doors. And you know, within all these, within the church, within doing the volunteer work, I started to believe in myself. You know, I started to believe that I could do something with myself. You know, I couldn't do nothing about the past, but I could make a difference in the future. You know, and then I ended up getting a job. I ended up getting a flat just round the corner, 100 yards from where I was homeless in 1984. And I'm thinking, this is surreal. When I first came here and I used to steal here and I used to take drugs here and I was homeless here and I got a flat where I started. You know, and on the wall next to where I stayed, it said destiny, legacy. And I think, you know, I've came here for a purpose. You know, I don't know if that's crazy in my thinking. I paid for a flat close to a church where I was going to work. Little did I know, a month later, Glassdoors gave me a job. And I've been with them for 2 years now, doing an overnight project worker. I'm talking to people in addictions. I'm talking to people that are hopeless. And I think I can go and I can give the same hope I received to somebody else. I think the loneliness is the worst. Where you cut off, you're cut off with people, you cut off with friends, you've got no friends, you're your own friends. You don't trust people. I had trust issues. People that were my parents, people that were supposed to be there and nurturing you, and it just knocked the trust out of me. And loneliness. It's loneliness when you're lying. You know, I've been assaulted. I was lying in a doorway one night. I got assaulted with an iron bar. I've got 2 pins in my arm. It can take you away. Drugs, drink, they fill up voids. And I think as human beings, we go through life looking for something. We look in places, things and objects to fill a void inside us. And you know, we're looking for a belonging, we're looking for a home, we're looking for love, looking for acceptance for who we are, wherever we come from. You know, that's what we're human spirits, we look for that. And I think when you're homeless, I think people shun you. You can sit outside places and people can go past you and they'll throw you money or they can throw you a sandwich, you can put you a cup of tea, but no many of them will actually get down beside you and say, how are you? You know, and that can make you feel within yourself worthless. You have no self-esteem, you lose confidence, you lose worth. And I think everybody's worth something. You know? He says you don't look at the outer appearance, look inside, look beyond the way somebody looks. It looks good on the outside, but open the page, see it. I would like to see homelessness alleviated. Do you know, if I look at it and I say I look at 9,000 people, I think it's impossible. But if I look at one person, you don't know how one act of kindness can change somebody. It's like throwing a pebble in a river. We don't see where the ripple ends. You know, and that's what kindness to people. Somebody says to me, it restores my faith in humanity. Is one act of kindness, and we don't see where it goes. You know, my hope is to see homelessness alleviated in my time.